think of a time where you've had a lot of pressure put on you? Can you think of a time that that's happened?
What, in school?
Yeah, school. Yeah.
I would say personally, like end of year exams.
Oh right, okay. Which ones? What year? What year? Year 7, year 9, year 6.
Probably year 9. Year 9 because
every year basically.
Yeah, because like year 9 because I'm getting ready to get into year 10.
Oh right, so, okay then.
So these exams matter a lot. So.
Yeah, they're very important. What about you?
Also, pressure's a good thing because I'm going into year 5 next year and we have to practice for our SATs for year 6. So.
Right, okay then. So are you feeling the pressure now?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there anything that you can do to sort of like not make yourself feel so pressured and so worried?
Don't listen to the teachers that give you negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Always think positive vibes.
Always think positive. Okay, yeah, no, that sounds like some good advice actually. Wow, so where are we going to go from here? We're going to continue talking about the pressure. Thank you very much, guys. The pressure that people go through at school and like, you know, how to be confident and face all of these different situations. Or do you want to talk about something completely different? What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about people like accepting others for who they are as well.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of like homophobia like going on in like all over the countries, like Jamaica as well.
Yeah.
That's my background because I'm born here. So.
Yeah. Okay. Come and join us, guys. At the moment, we're talking about there's too much hatred between different people. There's not enough. Come and join us. Give us 2 minutes of your time. Go on, take a seat. I think you might like this conversation. So yeah, okay. Maybe another time. Come and join us. We're talking about acceptance. Do you accept everyone for who they are?
I know, typically.
You know?
I'm here to talk to you about going wild.
Oh, great. Okay, well, let's get around the names anyway. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Voltaire.
Voltaire.
Laz Henry.
Say that again?
Laz Henry.
Laz Hillary. Laz Hillary. No, you don't. What's your name? Emari.
Bosid.
Anaya.
Mikey.
And I'm Elam. So this is Talkaoke. So yeah, let's just jump. This is I'm Elam. So and this is Talkaoke. So let's jump right back into where we left off. So you're saying like your background's Jamaican, and people aren't accepting of who you are. I mean, what negativity have you experienced? Come and join us. Do you accept everyone for who they are? Yeah. I mean, what experiences have you had that's been?
Well, when I was at school. When I was at school, I got bullied as well. I got called all kind of names.
In the UK or?
In the UK, because I'm born here anyway.
Yeah.
Full British. So I got called all type of names when I was at secondary school. I got called Batty Man. That means that you like man.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah.
But you can't be using that type of turn around here. Because things need to change. Like the black people and the mixed race people, they're not getting accepted in the LGBTQ. Because I joined the LGBT support group in Newham called Paris. They're based in Manapa. And that support group helps me a lot and help other young people as well. That's why I'm joining different other organisations as well. Because I'm joining youth movements and I go to Forest Gate Youth. And they're very accepting of me anyway. They don't judge me, they don't bash me, none of that shit. You know what I mean? Excuse my language.
So basically, you know, joining the LGBTQ community has, you know, you feel accepted, you found your belonging.
I think with acceptance, like everything, it takes time. For example, like 100 years ago, black people weren't accepted in society, but it took years and years of people fighting for equality for it to be normal now. Well, not all the time, but most of the time, black people are treated as equals. And it will obviously take a few years for LGBT people to be treated as equals, but it's getting there.
So you're saying sometimes progress is slow. I mean, is it just black and mixed race people that have issues with LGBT, you know, gay people?
It's mostly the straight people, because the straight people are very bashy. Like they will say, oh, he's a faggot, he's this, he's that, and so forth. You know, it really put me off, and I just, you know.
But you found your belonging. You found your.
And you know, even like if you're like bisexual or anything like that, people would say the same thing to as well. Because I met a guy and he's bisexual as well. I know him for like two. I'm not gonna mention his name.
For a few years, yeah.
So you know, I met him at a chargeable and resource center.
Yeah.
That's like helping the old people as well. So we just got on. We just connected.
Yeah. So you found a connection with somebody.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna mention his name until.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, you know, good. You found a. Logan, come and take a seat. You can eat at this table as well. Don't be shy now. Don't be shy.
Come on.
So yeah, I mean, what do you think about all of these issues? You know, as sorry, I forgot your name, but as Henry said, like, you know, even though he's found his acceptance in the LGBTQ community, you know, it was quite difficult because a lot of black people who he was around didn't accept him. I mean, what do you think about that?
Obviously, acceptance, it rose from people are accept. It's different for different people. Like, you might accept certain things, and I might not accept, you know, the same amount of things that you accept. It's all down to the perception of the person. That's what I think.
Yeah. So it's just all down to the person, basically.
I think being gay is also very against people's religions.
Yeah.
A lot of people are religious. We live in Newham, and it's a very diverse place.
Yeah.
A lot of people come from different cultures, and they have their own religions.
Yeah.
And if something is against their religion, then it's really hard for them to see that and like change their mindset.
Right.
And sometimes you can't change people's mindsets on these kind of things.
Right. So you're saying that religion has an important part to play in how accepting people are of different things.
You say that, but I mean, I don't know, I'm not an expert in religion, but I don't think there's that much in religion which is anti-gay, because they're all talking about love. That's the main thing. But there is certainly something within a kind of religious establishment which is anti-gay. So, you know, like, for example, DUP, anti-gay, seem to be. No, the Democratic Unionist Party in Northern Ireland.
Oh, are they?
They've been considered to be anti-gay, and you know, I don't think there's anything in the Christian religion which says that you can't be gay.
I hear that.
But somehow I think people just in the institutions of these things, just like they don't like the gay thing, so they say actually this is a religious thing when it's not.
Okay, so you're saying that like somewhere along the way people have been people have mixed in the whole anti-gay thing into religion, but nothing actually says.
Well, I came out 2013. Yeah. And that's been a long time. And for me, I was like struggling with myself for a long time. And back in 2014, I was at school. And then I got bashed so badly at school. I cried. I was so depressed. I literally broke down, and then after a while, I didn't even. It happened when I was at youth. And then I was so angry. I didn't even come back to youth again. And then. And then I came back after, you know, because I'm just glad that I got friends like Rachel.
He can support you in this way. He can support you. So are you saying that it's all about gaining like a support group, having a support system? You know, if you are, you know, someone who, I don't know, is going through the issues that you're going through, it's important to have like a support network to kind of get you through. You know?
Well, I think there's a wider point as well, just about supporting each other. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, I mean, earlier on we were talking about school and education and how we're all got different abilities and different different talents in a way, and we've also got different identities as well. So we need to support each other, and we need. It's not just. You know, it's not just gay people or LGBTQ people that need to support each other. We need to support each other. You know, LGBTQ people need to actually support straight people, and straight people need to support them. So I think the support comes in a wider thing. It's more when we see that injustice that we need to call it out.
Yeah, so basically you're saying whenever there is an injustice, or we can see that there's some kind of wrongdoing, you know, we should. This is Talkaoke, it's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about anything. At the moment we're talking about basically you know, accepting people no matter who they are or where they come from. You know, and the fact that we should support different people.
And it's well about like it's well about churches as well, that they're very judgmental. They say, oh, that you go to hell if you turn gay or bisexual, anything like that.
So
for me, I don't go to church that much because of it. I can't be asked.
Right. So then they put out that negative rhetoric, basically, that supports the whole anti-gay thing. What do you think about all of this? Do you think people care for all different people enough, no matter who they are or where they come from?
I think that, say if a person was gay, it don't really matter if they're gay. It only matters if they know who they are.
Right. So basically, you just have to be confident. It goes back to that confidence thing again.
I think some religious people, they like to use their religion to portray their own views, and they like twist the words inside of the holy texts. Like, I don't know, I've said this before, but like 100 years ago, they would say that being black is like against Christianity, and and they would use that argument and that kind of thing, and they're using the same kind of argument now, saying, oh, being gay is against Christianity, so that kind of thing. I feel like they use it to go in their favor whenever they want.
So wow, that's interesting.
I kind of agree with her, because once I was with my neighbors, I read the Bible, that he showed me a picture that black people used to be chained, and they used to be tortured and used to be slaves for I forgot to say the word.
Slavery, so they were slaves for African people who were slaves,
and they were chained up by the necks.
So so you remember that part of history more than 100 years ago?
I mean, I guess you could say those people thought that the people that doing the slavery thought that they were being good Christians. So, and also Muslims, you know, because Islam has also got a history of slavery too. I'm sure those people thought they were being good Muslims as well.
So, wow, that's interesting. I mean,
I don't know about the other religion.
That's wow. So, really, hey, what's your name? We got a new face in the team.
My name is Rahima. And Maisha.
Rahima and Maisha. So are you accepting of people no matter who they are and where they come from?
Yeah.
And what do you think about people who doesn't really accept people for who they are? I'll come back to you. I see that you got a point on this
We
side.
all have different cultures.
So it comes back to the cultural topic and how we all need to kind of get along, basically.
I think there's a question here because we can all sit around this table and say we should all accept each other, but you know, Laz has had do you say you got beaten up by
abuse?
Abuse. So there are people out there that don't have those views, and the question is, without getting into a question of aggression or confrontation, how do you change those views? How do you get people, be they a racist, homophobic,
for me, I overcome my I was very depressed and very low self-esteem and so forth. After a while, I just listened to music, and that just made me relax.
So
down.
Music kind of helps you to get through your depression. What about those people who were anti-gay, racist?
Well,
what did you?
For me, I didn't put up with it, because the other time when I was out on the road, there was this black African guy, and he was very homophobic as well.
How did he know you were gay?
Well, he was saying to me, like being that way is wrong and so forth. I was so angry. I really wanted to flip out. You know, and I even told my family as well. Like I told my dad already. And my dad's very accepting of me anyway. He's Jamaican as well. He's born out there. I'm born here. So you know, it's good. It's good that you got a family like supporting you through it.
But I think that's a good question that Mikey raises about how we, how do you change people's viewpoints who, you know?
I think a lot of people say that they're not homophobic, but you ask them, okay, do you not like gay people? They'll say no, I do like them. Oh, they'll say no, I don't like. It's not that I don't like them. Then you'll say, oh, okay, so if you had a child and they were gay, would you mind? And they'll say no, I'll disown them. And I was like, why is that? And they said no, it's just wrong, that kind of thing. So people can say that they're not, but they will still have prejudice over them. Yeah.
When it comes down to it, no, that's interesting. But is that all right? Does that go to the whole thing where we accept people for who they are? Then, yeah, that's a bit confusing, isn't it? You can accept someone who's not your child basically for being a certain way.
Even if we all come from different cultures, we still should be like friends.
Right. Okay then, but.
Cause like straight people and gay people, they love to go shopping with the gays as well, and like they're very funny people to have around. You know what I mean?
People.
Like straight and gay people.
Also, like gay.
Like gay people understand how straight people supposed to respect them, and they respect them back same way.
So you're saying that really, truly, straight people should have gay people as friends.
Yeah, you know.
You can gain a lot from that relationship. You know,
yeah, that's
you can
true.
go shopping with them.
Because for me, I love going clothes shopping. I like to see how people dress.
Yeah.
I don't like certain people how they dress anyway in this country because they dress like tight clothes. I don't feel comfortable in it. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
Yeah.
No, that's interesting.
There's something that like say if someone was gay, then like you should respect that because that's what they chosen. Because everybody has a part in their life when they say like one part is like when you get bullied or there's one part where you have the happiest time of your life, or like everybody has a part of their life where it's happy and the sad.
So basically, you know, everyone should be. Come and join us. What do you guys think? Do you accept people for who they are? Do you accept gay people? You know, should we all have a gay friend to sort of go shopping with? You know,
like gay people should like be like treated with respect because there's not a lot of like respect going on. As well, so yeah, they need to just respect them more. You know what I mean? So they just need to. They have to be happy. They have to be happy, not stress. No stress or no depression. You know what I mean? Don't get depressed.
Sorry.
So Laz and Basid, a quick question: do you think we should accept people who have, who don't believe in homosexuality? What do you think of that?
I think our country was based on the fact that everyone has freedom of speech and everyone can have their own beliefs and ideals. And if we were to say that, oh, if you don't believe in homosexuality, you're wrong, you're a bad person, then that wouldn't be fair. Everyone has the right to have their own opinion, and we shouldn't criticize people on their opinion.
Yeah. So it's all about freedom of speech. Guys, come and join us. Do you accept people for who they are? At the moment, we're talking about homophobia and people who are anti-gay and don't accept people for expressing, you know, who they are. What do you think about this? You know, what do you think about the fact that there's some people who are anti-gay and some people who are for gay? I mean, shouldn't we all just get along?
Well, first of all, it depends how they express their views. Now, for example, someone declares that they are, you know, they're a homo or whatever, then they keep themselves behind closed doors. I think it shouldn't be a problem. But if people go out in public and, like, you know, two guys kissing, it's disgusting, I'll say. I can't expect.
So, I mean, that's interesting. So, I mean, so basically, why is it the case then that, like, in public, it's a problem if two guys kiss?
Yeah.
What if a man and a woman kiss? That's okay.
Yeah, it's because for a man and woman, it's I think it's genetically natural, but for two men, it's unnatural. It's like. It's in, I don't know, it's whether it's, people say it's in the genes that someone says that they're gay, they're born gay. I don't believe that they're born gay.
But why do you think that it's unnatural is my question. Because like even in the animal kingdom, a lot of animals, they are gay.
Gay as well. Come and join us, this is Talkaoke. At the moment we're talking about gay people, you know. Shouldn't we accept them as normal people too?
let me ask a question as well. What the guy said to me, like what the guy said about how people are like gay and don't like gays, that really put me off. Like you should like accept people for who they are, not judge people because of how they dress and how they look. You know what I mean? It's not right. And it's all people need to mind what they say that they're about, because people will find that calling someone like gay or faggot or what have you, they will start to get really mad and they will lash out. Because for me, I will just lash out on somebody right now.
What do you think about this idea? Because I'm sorry, what's your name?
Saeed.
Saeed was saying that it's okay if people do what they do behind closed doors, but in public, that's when it becomes a problem. So anyway,
as well, like people when they come out in public, people don't like judge them. People just go their own ways and do what they have to do. Nobody have to keep people closed doors. Let everybody explore the whole thing, not just keep it quiet.
So how do you think people kind of become gay then? Like, I mean, because you say it's abnormal, so how does it happen? How does it... Come and join us. This is Talkaoke. At the moment we're talking about accepting people for who they are.
Yeah, first of all, going back to the first question, is that yes, people should be accepted for who they are, because why should someone have to hide somewhere away and hide their identity and hide who they are? What I was saying is that, like I said, that you see, for example, two guys kissing on the streets, and I'll say I find it a bit kind of inappropriate. But for the fact that their existence, for them being who they are, they should have the right to be who they are. But why people become gay, I would say, is because they have urges, natural urges, as straight urges that are not fulfilled. So men can't find a partner, can't find a woman, and those ages are so suppressed over a longer period of time, and then they end up getting attracted to men. And that's the way I believe it. And this is normally what happens even in all sorts of countries as well. In countries where it's difficult for men to find women as well, but especially over here. Because in countries where men find it difficult to find women, you would expect that they will be more gay, but it's not like that. Reason being is because women's, I would say, the sexual exploitation, I could say, for instance, is a lot more controlled. And whereas here in our country nowadays, you open the Sun or the Mirror and you see a naked picture of a woman, and the general exploitation. So men, they see that, they get attracted, single men, and they don't get anywhere, don't get anything generally, and then slowly over a period of time they get attracted to the opposite, to the same gender, I would say.
People are gays because they can't get a woman, basically. But however, it's interesting that you said that even though you find two men kissing, you still think that they should be accepted in society. So so in a way that's kind of...
And as well, like in work as well, like if you're gay in a working environment, they need to accept you for who you are and respect you as a person, not as a piece of,
So in all parts of society, gay people should be accepted. We've got a new face at the table. What's your name?
Mish. Yeah, like Michelle.
Have you heard some of the conversations going on?
Yeah, a little bit. I heard a little.
What do you think? Sorry, what's your name again?
Saeed.
Zaid was saying that, he does think that gay people should be accepted. However, when he sees gay people in public, he finds it disturbing. So, and obviously that upsets.
Like for me, right? Like if there's two gay people kissing in public, for me, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't have a problem with it. I'll just laugh. You know what I mean?
Oh really? Okay, that's interesting. But you're laughing. Is that admiration or, Yeah, I mean, so what do you think about some of these points? Do you think that we should all be accepting of gay people?
Yeah.
That should be allowed to do what they want to do?
To be honest, everybody should just be allowed to do their thing. You know what I'm trying to say? I ain't got no problem with gay people like me. I ain't gay myself, but I think personally, when you see people eating each other's faces in public, no matter what, it's a bit whoa, get a room. So you shouldn't really so you shouldn't really, you don't really need to categorize things. You know what I'm trying to say? It doesn't really matter if you see a boy kissing a boy, a girl kissing a girl, or a boy kissing a girl. But it's alright, cool. If it's a little, goodbye pet, and it's a man on man. It's fam, like, in the end of the day, they don't give a toss about me. Like, so why should I care about what they're doing? Like,
so you're saying that you find if you see anyone kissing in public, you find it a bit disturbing.
I find it disturbing. It's just like,
it's just a bit.
I know you. If you wanna show your affection and that, like, yeah, like, alright, but everybody knows, like, there's a time and a place. It's a thing where, like even to the point where you can take it to, like, even like religious beliefs and like. It could be off-putting for someone's religion, and not because they find that negative, but that they find that's not how you compose yourself in public. Like, I know that, like, certain like cultures and backgrounds have very strict beliefs in like how you structure yourself in public and in private, and so for like that should just be respected regardless of what sex, whatever you are. Like,
Well, no, that's really interesting. I mean, I feel like around the table, most people are quite tolerant of gay people, and accept that they just come and join us. You guys having a little picnic there? Oh yeah, you can eat at the table. At the moment, we're talking about gay people. It seems that everyone around the table tolerates gay people, and what do you think? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, like.
And compliment both these gentlemen's views as well. What he said was quite interesting as well. That it's a bit inappropriate for two guys kissing, but that doesn't mean to say for a guy and a girl kissing in a bus surrounded by elders and women is completely appropriate. It's not only against gays and homos. So a guy and girl, they should also have some constraints and for what they can do in public. And what the guy said over there is like, you might just laugh if you see two guys now. Like, for example, we see two guys kissing over there far away, just one or two. Then why should we bother with that much distance away? But if it's right in your face, close to you, or on camera, like explicitly exposed and shown to other people, then that's when it becomes more effective.
Interesting. Wow, I feel like we made some progress around the table already. I think I actually need to tighten the back. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, no, definitely. No, basically, yeah. So we can take the conversation anywhere we want to go, but the gay topic, I think it's quite an interesting one to explore. Actually, I think it's an interesting one to explore. So,
is that better?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so much better. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's funny? You're laughing. I'd like to continue this topic. So, there was a Pride March yesterday. Yeah, there was a Pride March yesterday.
So yesterday was a Pride March, but I didn't go because I came here. So I was here for like 2 days at the mayor show. So I just supporting the mayor show anyway.
I hear that. So yeah, you didn't go. I mean, it's quite interesting. Do you think the Pride marches shows really great progress to the plight of gay people? Come and join us. What do you think about gay people? Why should homophobic people exist? Come and join us. Let us know what you think. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a hot topic.
So if you want any more questions, then I'll probably move on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, definitely. Any more? Do you have any more questions for this guy? I mean, I think you're going as well. Okay, you're going to be back. Okay, great. Okay, good. So, I mean, yeah, I don't really know.
Because you're saying, it's about people kissing sometimes and go too far, no matter who they are. But I mean, not necessarily kissing. I think it's nice to see like a show of affection. People holding hands, whoever they are, or like arm around each other. This kind of thing, I think, on our streets is actually a good thing. It doesn't matter who they are, but it's good to see affection, I think, on the streets.
So you like to see it, you don't think
necessarily like
so close, but you don't really want to, see it behind.
That's normal even in other countries.
Yeah,
even in countries where this topic is quite strict.
Yeah.
Even that's normal. Guys holding hands. Someone just their arm around. Oh, my best friend, my buddy, and so and so.
So affection doesn't always have to be like a sexual thing. It could just be, So what is affection then? What is affection?
I would say appropriate forms of expression for you know, liking someone of the same gender. I would say it could be friends, it could be as close cousns, but as long as it's appropriate, it doesn't involve too much, like, you know, physical contact. Like, you know, that's not really physical contact. Reason being, put your arm around, then, like, you know, he's got a shirt on, you grab his shoulder, so it's kind of it's appropriate. It's fine.
And why do people show affection? I mean, like, you know.
I think it's in a way it's about our nature, our being, you know, we just like to touch and be touched. I don't think there's anything, you know, there's nothing wrong. I'm saying it now, it sounds a bit dodgy, but actually everyone likes to be touched and be touched, and that's a really important part of who we are.
Come and join us. We're talking about affection right now, you know. Why is affection important? I mean, we kind of started off the conversation of, you know, like, you know, gay people and, you know, why people should be more accepting of people to be free to be who they are. Then we spoke about people showing their affection in public. And Mikey says it's really nice to sort of see people showing love and affection to each other, whether that's friendships or if you're in a relationship with someone. I mean, let's get round to names. What's your name?
Helen.
Hi.
Joe.
Saeed.
That's Henry.
Waseed. Mikey.
We got Rick on camera. I'm Enam, and this is Talkaoke, is a pop-up talk show. So, I mean, what do you think about this idea of showing affection in public, and why do you think it's necessary? What do you think it does to people?
Well, I know babies die without affection, so it's obviously important. And it's great. It's much better than going around clobbering someone. You know, it's great to see whether someone's gay, straight, or whatever, having a kiss, having a cuddle. Why not? It's much nicer than everyone being aggressive. So wouldn't everyone be happy that people have been happy?
So again, we should just be happy to see people being loving each other.
I think it's lovely.
I think that's kind of interesting. You said that, like, babies die without affection, but how do babies know that they are? How do babies know what affection is? You know, that's interesting.
Yeah, I guess because they're love. They just come from love, don't they? And we're all love, supposedly, if we get it right.
So
maybe.
Do you think love is more than just a physical thing? Like, is it just about physical connections, or is there something else involved?
Getting deep and meaningful now. I don't know, you started with affection, and I think we're all little pieces of love. Whether you're religious, if you're little pieces of God, he or she is supposed to be loved. So I'm a great believer if you all come as little pieces of love, it would be quite natural to be affectionate.
And what about yourself? Like, you know, why do you think affection is necessary?
Well, I don't know if it's necessary because it's all up to personal preference. I mean, a lot of religions don't allow affection, but if you're, I think, holding hands in a respectful way in public, it shows affection between two people, that they're connected and that they have something that they're proud of, and they don't mind showing it to other people. Maybe they could understand that they can do it too.
I mean, what do you think would happen to society if, like, there was no more affection? You know, if nobody was, like, touching each other or hugging each other, what do you think that would happen to society?
Things need to change now because we got a prime minister that doesn't care about anybody. She doesn't sit on her butt. You know what I mean?
So what is that? So are you saying that she's not affectionate enough, basically?
I mean, like, she's not helping us that much with anything. Because when I heard about the people's house got burned down, the old flats, that really like hit me in my heart. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, this is terrible. How people can live like in a burn up, like the place burned down. They lost all their family, and the woman is not even doing anything. She's sitting in 10 Downing Street on her ass. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. Trying to work out how. I mean, perhaps she needed to go and touch those people to sort of show them that she cares about them and that she loves them. Maybe
she don't care. She don't care about anybody. Like, she's like a millionaire, like a celebrity. You know what I mean?
How interesting. Does anyone? I mean, what do we think of that? How does Theresa May tie into this affection issue? And You know, I mean, maybe she didn't show enough affection. That's the reason why things happened.
I think even though a lot of politicians, they are corrupt and they do bad things, at the end of the day, they're still people, and a lot of people portray them as like objects and just like evil people when they are, most of the time, they are good people on the inside.
Yeah.
They just have been forced to make these decisions because it's what the job makes them do.
Yeah. So you're saying you have to separate the person from the job. You know, they have a job to do, and you know, just because their job requires them to sort of make harsh decisions doesn't mean it should be a reflection of who they are. Yeah. Is that what you're saying, basically? Wow. I mean, interesting. Where do we want to take this conversation? I mean, do we want to talk about a bit more about affection, or do we want to talk about Theresa May?
She's a waste of space.
Theresa May's a mess. What do you guys think about Theresa May? Any thoughts about Theresa May? Yeah? Come and join us.
I just want to add on is that what politicians and people high up in elections, what they actually do in public, not necessarily is what they're actually intending to, but because that they have such a high responsibility, then they have to think a lot more in terms of by using their head. And what the public want is more from the heart of like what's our selfish interest, we can say, as public, and what we expect the politicians to do, not necessarily either they can afford or there's other, you know, the calculator says something different and the public wants something different, so it's a difficult responsibility for them to do one thing, hope for something else, and you know, keep the public quiet. So we sometimes get caught up in the trap as well.
So you're saying that sometimes what do you think, are the public selfish? Are we selfish as the public? We demand too much from our government. They can only do so much. Come and join us, let us know what you think.
No, I don't think we're selfish. I'm not political though, by the way, particularly, but I am humanitarian. But you know, we could have Trump, you know, it'd be 100 times worse if you had him. I just, you know, we've all got a vote, so however you want to go, whatever politics you want to do, use a vote, and at least you've had your say. Theresa May,
let's get a final thought from you.
You know, she's not my favourite person in the world, but at the minute we haven't got a lot of choice. So if anyone feels inclined to go into politics as young people nowadays, go and do something better.
They should do something now.
Go out there, if you think there's something wrong, do something about it. Get together with your friends, get together and find what you want to do, what you're interested in, what needs to be changed, and go and do it.
And you go for it.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Any final thoughts from you before you go?
Yes, I agree with that as well, because a lot of people, they have certain views about the system and about the things, but what they actually should do or could do about it, they either do it in the wrong way or they don't do anything at all. So it's important for people as citizens to understand that their interests also bring a responsibility to themselves as well, for how they can, you know, either change or we kind of all have to respond to that. Just like, you know, politicians, in a way, a lot of environments they're made by the people themselves, because the politicians, they're also human beings like us. They grew up in a society surrounded by the same people. They experience what we given them. So when they grow up, then their attitudes and interests derive from the environment. In a way.
They grew up in.
In a way as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks for having us. But one little thought: if everybody said no or yes to anything collectively, people are incredibly powerful. But they don't realise if you all wanted something and you all got together, if there was 10,000 people got together, the government would have to do something about it. But people don't. They think they're not important.
Okay.
So if you stick together and you all work together, you can get a lot done. But people don't do it very easily.
So that's interesting. Maybe that goes towards your point. You said that people are selfish. So is it that we're just too individualistic and we're not working towards like one aim? What's your name?
Miles.
And what do you think about this idea that, thank you very much, thank you. What do you think about this? Like, you're going as well. Oh, okay, fair enough. I can see your wife is like,
Thanks, Miles.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. What do you think about this idea? I think Waseed said that we're too individualistic, basically. We're not thinking about the government. The government are trying their best, but we're just kind of selfish, and we're thinking about our own needs and not realizing that they're human beings too, you know?
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with what she's saying about people don't really do enough. But you seen from what happened in the most recent election, and like the fact that no one thought Jeremy Corbyn had a chance at all, but the youth came out and voted, and people felt a bit disenfranchised before that moment. But I think he's now got a real movement behind him, and I think that kind of gave a show that you can come out and do something and
I mean, I suppose that goes with what the lady there was saying about the fact that people don't realize how powerful they are. So once everyone comes together, then you can really achieve, certain things. So, I mean, what's next? Is Theresa May gonna stay in power? Is he gonna go?
I mean, I think this connect because earlier on, I've been here a while. Earlier on, we were talking about schools and why schools are so focused on competition and not on collaboration and teamwork.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's any coincidence that exists, because I think the government don't want people to act as a team, to act collaboratively, because of the power that they have when they do that.
Yeah.
To actually change things.
I mean, but why doesn't the government want people to act as a team and,
I mean, well, I think, like, for example, what the Labour Party's done this time is they've got massive support of people coming out and canvassing and doing it for nothing in all different areas.
Any final thoughts before you go?
That's acting as a team.
Right, okay then. So is that the reason why Jeremy Corbyn kind of, got as good as he did? Okay, we got some new faces at the table. What's your name?
My name is Shilpa Patel.
Shilpa Patel.
Shilpa Patel.
Shilpa Patel.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Adolf Patel.
Adolf Patel.
No. Adolf.
I love. Say it again.
Adolf Patel.
Adolf Patel.
No. Adolf Patel.
Adolf Patel.
No, Adolf.
Adolf. I will get it. Maybe you can tell me and then I can get it right.
Adolf.
Adolf.
Adolf. Yeah, Adolf Patel.
I got it, Adolf. Come and join us. This is Talkaoke. It's a free for all talk show. We got some new faces. Great, perfect. And what's your name?
Darrell.
Eventually.
Shuda.
Come and join us. This is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about absolutely anything you want to talk about. And you've come at a great time. You've come at a really great time, actually, because we're talking about a really hot topic. We're talking about the fact that, wow, if people come together, does it mean that we can achieve what we want to achieve, Let's do a proper round of names. Oh, you're going. So soon. So, okay, great. What's your name?
Oh, my name is Carlos, guys.
Carlos, yeah?
Yeah.
Carlos. What's your name?
Don't be rude. My name is Mugira.
Nagira.
My name is Sikanda.
Hello,
my name is Farhad.
Catherine.
Ismail.
Usman. Say again.
Ismail.
Ismail.
Darrell. Shuda.
Les Henry.
Ibrahim.
Anaya. Mikey. Elam. We got Rick on camera. So yeah, I mean, Elam. Yeah, so basically, wow, you've come at a great time, because we were talking about the fact that, we've seen, with Jeremy Corbyn being in power, that people coming together, there you go, people coming together can really achieve, great things. I mean, and what else can we achieve through coming together? I mean, so you shouted at Labour.
Well, I don't think we've achieved that much so far, but it's what now there's a lot more belief, and you can see how the atmosphere changes when there's more belief. People believe that things can happen, we can make a change.
Yeah.
But all the time we've been talking about this, we're attached to a youth hub here. There's not enough money for youth activities. Now we feel like, they can be. We just need to shake the magic money tree and it will happen.
So Mikey believes that there's a magic tree. We just need to come together and shake it and things can happen.
Because, I don't understand, now in a school, they're putting the budget down on children with special needs, which I just don't understand that. In the school where I work, they already got rid of 10 staff with children who go autism that really need the support.
Yeah.
And they're going to be on their own now from September.
Yeah, wow. So basically they're cutting the budget. So children who need it, they're not getting that support. Who sells your t-shirt? Is that I'm just curious.
That's the Queen.
That's the Queen. Oh wow. So what do you think of, I mean, that's interesting. How come the Queen's on your t-shirt? Do you support the monarchy? Like,
She nicked it for my wardrobe.
oh really? Wow, so do you support the Queen then?
Well, basically, it is my other brother's t-shirt, so she came to my room saying, "Oh, I need something to wear," and I was like, "Oh, you know what? You can have the Queen." So that's what I did. But yeah, I do support the monarchy. You know,
Yeah, you
like
support the monarchy, yeah.
it's a nice thing to have in the country as well. So
Yeah.
it brings everyone together at the same time. You know, so
So do you
100%.
think the monarchy kind of really helps society and helps bring people together and everything? Like,
Absolutely. I mean, if we look
Yeah.
at what the Prince are doing, getting them saying to charity, doing other things, you know, with the youth, with the disabled community. So it's something to keep the community together. So
Yeah.
100%, yeah.
do you think that the Queen should put some of her money into schools to sort of benefit those people who...
Absolutely.
I mean, to me, I keep going about the same thing. I just don't understand. I work in the school. I work here in Newham in the schools.
Yeah.
And there's children who doesn't know what danger is, and you know they're gonna be on their own.
I mean, but why do you think that they've been
Because,
allowed
and the
to do
reason
this?
why is
Yeah.
because they haven't proved enough that they need the help.
Right.
Even though they go like autism, they go ADHD, and then they don't have enough proof to show that they need the support.
So wow, so even though they have learning difficulties, they still need to prove that they're good enough. So anyway, it kind of goes back to this idea of like competition and like, you know, having to sort of like compete for like the best. We were talking about competition earlier actually, and how some people say that schools are a bit too competitive. I mean, if you have to compete for a decent education, I mean, is that right? Like to have to compete to prove to the government that you're good enough?
I mean, lately now everything is so difficult. Nothing is simple anymore. Everything you need to fight for it. Everything you need to appeal for it. Everything you have to letters and this. Everything is so complicated.
Yeah. I mean, was it ever simple? You know, was life ever simple? Was life ever easy?
No. It's always hard.
It's always been hard, right? Okay.
Yeah.
How do you know? How old are you?
I'm 12.
Has your life always been hard? Have you always had to fight for things?
Not really, but at school it's kind of annoying. Some teachers like get on your nerves.
Yeah. Some teachers kind of get on your nerves.
Yeah.
How come they get on your nerves?
They just like to. I don't know.
They lie to you?
Yeah. They like to get on my nerves.
Oh,
They
they
like-
just. So it's their job to it's their job to irritate you, basically.
I don't think things were simple before, but when I went to art school, I got paid to go to art school. They didn't just pay my fees; they actually paid for me to go there. That's a lot easier than what kids have got now. So it was a lot easier in those days, and you know there was more jobs about. There's more everything. Housing was about a quarter of the price it is now.
Wow.
I was paying £50 a week for where I was living in the centre of Brixton. So that's
£50 a week.
£50 a week, and that money was coming from a student grant. So I think that's a lot easier than what kids have got, teenagers have got now.
Gosh, I mean, imagine
myself, you know, I'm a LSA TA in a school, and my rent is 1,500, a 3-bedroom flat, and I get paid like 1,200. So how you even reach there?
Right. So I think yesterday and today we were talking about the fact that people just don't get paid enough to survive.
Nope.
And you have to work so hard into it, so you don't get to look after your children. And I mean, is money just not being distributed properly? You know, is the government just not distributing money in the right places?
Well,
they haven't really made an entrance. We need to be the conversation.
Well, the government. Anyway, the government needs to help. The government needs to help more people more often. Anyway.
Yeah, the government needs to help more people more often. But I mean, you were saying earlier that in order to get what we want, we always have to demand it. It feels like everything's a fight. You got to fight for everything. You know, you got to fight for education.
Myself, I don't really think of people like me. You know, I can actually, you know, look after myself. What about them people who kind of speak the language, who always need to be looking for someone to help? You know how difficult it is for someone who can't even say hello in English to write a letter or an appeal, and they have children. They're on their own. They got children with disabilities. How do they do it? How do they survive? How do even they get to tomorrow?
Wow, I mean,
know where I'm
how
going.
do they? No, but honestly, how do they? I mean, how does somebody who can't speak English, write a letter? What do they do then?
I mean, now if you go to the town hall, nobody's there.
Yeah.
Before you used to be able to get ticket, walk in, go solve a problem. Now everything is like go online, send me an email, do this, do that. There are people ordinary who they don't know, they can't even see.
Wow.
They can't write, and they're sending them to, if you want to renew like your disabled badge, you have to go and do this and this and online. I got my my neighbor coming to my house to please help her. She's on her own.
Yeah. Is everyone from this borough of Newham then? Is everyone from here? You're from Barking, okay. Barking, so that's not too far from here. So I mean, why has there been? Is it cutbacks? And earlier we were talking about the fact that like people aren't accepting of other people and their issues. I mean, do you think the government just doesn't accept the different? I mean, the local council, they don't accept the different issues that people have. People are disabled, so they can't read, they can't see, so they can't understand that I need to renew my disabled badge.
I mean, I think ever since we had this concept of austerity, it's been like this whole thing. What is austerity? It's just basically rich people being mean. That's what it means, really.
Oh,
it's like there's plenty of money. You can look out and you can see Mercedes-Benz cars, you can see expensive buildings. There's plenty of money in this city. But what austerity means is we don't want to give it to poor people. That's all austerity means.
Right, okay, so austerity means that, well, they're telling poor people that they don't have money, but really they do. They just don't want to give it to poor people. I mean, what do you think what impact do you think austerity has had on poor people? You're going. Okay, let's get some final thoughts before you go. Are you all family or what let me have some final thoughts before you leave us about anything.
I mean, I personally believe that the society, we need to come together, especially it's a lot of division at the moment, especially in London. They're trying to spread London out of London. So if you were from London, you can't afford to live in London anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're sending people, whether you're a working person, you have to live outside London. For you to come into London, it takes about 2 to 3 hours. You know what I mean? So our society, we need to come back together and stay stronger, because stronger is a stronger voice. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's all about unity to me. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to say. So stay strong and together. That's the main thing to me.
Stay strong and stay together, right?
Absolutely.
I would say the same thing.
You're going to say the same. What about you? Any final thoughts?
What, sister?
Any final thoughts? No? What about yourself? Thank
you. I support what my brother said. I think that one person, I mean, we all know what I said. We all know it.
Yeah.
Because it's things that we live day-to-day basis. And then, one person is not much, but maybe 10. That's what we need to really do as a community. Like different boroughs get together, get people together, and go to someone to listen to this, because it's getting worse by year. Every year it's getting worse and worse. Even, actually, I was talking with my husband. This show used to have so much before. I don't know if you've seen it, and I feel like so many things are going slowly. I saw you last year.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and this year, like the funding, and these are things that these, Newham and even boroughs, neighbour boroughs, they look forward to, and now it's just getting
smaller and smaller. That's interesting, because when I came here, I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like this in Hackney before. So I can't believe it was better than this.
I'm telling you, even people, all the neighbours boroughs, they come here. They look forward to this, and I don't know if you saw our lovely posters that it was around about saving money, and that we have to reach to this budget. So I can see with that, and then the parking, they are going to reach to the goal.
But how do you think that we can get them to listen to us, poor people?
I don't know. As he said, getting together.
Coming together.
If we don't get, like, how can I say, strong enough, and have the guts and get together and go to whoever, someone have to listen.
Things that happened in the Greenford Tower, the government promised the residents they were going to get a place within 2 weeks. The deadline went over, and 40 families were all for a place, but it wasn't convenience. So they're still refusing the place because you know what? At the end of the day, they're from that borough. They have to stay there because of the jobs,
that's where they are
school place for the kids or whatever, and then they're sending them miles away. So it is hard to stay strong and together at the same time, especially when the government are targeting the poor. Because they're not targeting the big guys, you know what I mean? They're always targeting the poor guy. But listen, a big thank you to you guys. You guys are doing an amazing job here today, okay?
Well, you know, we're going to be on until 6 tonight, so let us know how it goes, you know?
Government needs the money, so if you give all the money, what are you going to do? So government needs the money as well. And so you have to take money from the people.
So you're saying the government doesn't
have
any
of
money
course.
Right now?
What are you going to do? If you don't, government doesn't have money, how are you going to have all this? So they have to have money. So you have to go to hospital, you have to go to school. What, you change your mind now? In 2 minutes, you change your mind. You were saying opposite.
Come and join us. This is Talkaoke. Does the government care about us? Let us know what you think.
No. My thing was about the Greenford Tower where they were sending people away. I'm happy for my tax to be increased as long as we keep the NHS free. But so far, they're increasing our tax and they're taking NHS away. We knowing the Virgin company is taking over. It's taking over. I taking my wife because she's pregnant, and I'm happy for the service. You know, thanks God, touch wood, I'm 26 and I've never been to hospital for overnight, and I hope I never will. But it's a service that we must have. As long as they take tax from a working man like me, I'm happy. But behind our back, they're making it private. Believe me or not, guys, I gotta go because I'm hungry.
That's what I wanted to say, really.
Right, you left on the whole point. You gotta come back and let us know how things go. Wow, that's really interesting. I mean, what do you think about that? You know, Ibrahim was saying that he's okay. Well, give us your thoughts about what he was saying about the fact that, you know, even though he's paying his taxes for things that should be supporting things like the NHS, they're actually privatizing it. You know, and this is the government doing this.
Well, yes, they can't do it. They shouldn't do it. That's all, really. And we have to fight for it.
Okay, fair enough then. Fair enough. I was going to ask you another question, but you're fair. I understand. Yeah, she has the power. You know, was you here last year? Was she here last year as well? Because I'm sure there was. Okay, maybe that was somebody else. Yeah, she was here. Okay, great. Yeah, she was talking a lot last year. I remember. Not this year though. Okay. Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. Come and join us. What do you think? Does the government care about us? They're making so many cuts on the education system. What's going to happen in September? I mean,
can I just say?
Yeah.
Yeah, look,
Does the government care about you? You know?
Come and sit down.
Come and take a seat. I know, but you can work. Look, you can still observe everything going on. Oh, it's going on TV.
Not on TV. What TV? What channel?
It's going to go on archive.org.
Archive.org.
Yeah. Archives.org.
So I don't think the government cares about us.
Why not?
Well, there's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Well, I don't really know what you're saying actually. Like, what do you mean? Like,
I don't want to get too political, you get me? I don't want to get too political, too deep.
I mean, having worked with a lot of people in a lot of councils and stuff like that, you get the feeling that people that work for all the different councils definitely care about what they want to do. Sometimes they have to make tough decisions and actually, you know, they've only got limited resources. But I think the higher up you go, the less people care because they have to make tougher and tougher decisions, if you see what I mean. So you're not going to have a caring person at the top because they don't want the caring person at the top. They want someone that's going to be hard at the top.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
It's like the rich are only rich because there's poor people, you understand?
Right.
So in order for them to stay on top, there needs to be you get me, certain classes, so they like to keep us down in it, you understand?
Yeah.
And that's how the system's set up. Like there's bare things that I want to say, but I don't want to offend no one, you understand? But in a sense of like, I don't feel like they have respect for life, you understand? They don't. They really don't.
They don't respect life. I mean, that's kind of interesting. What do you think the government cares about you? Like, what about you? Do you think the government cares about you? Do you think that the rich are always going to be rich and the poor will always be poor? I mean, what do you think about what Mikey was saying about the fact that, like, the council, he's done a lot of work with councils and they do care about people, but there's something that happens when it goes to the high level of the government that, you know, that it doesn't.
It's just basically like, imagine you've got like, you want someone to run your government department.
Does the government care about you? Come and take a seat, sir. This is Talkaoke, it's a pop-up talk show. At the moment we're talking about a really hot topic that I think you're going to want to get involved with. Does the government care about us? Will the rich always be rich and the poor always be poor? Put your 2 pence in, give us a minute of your time.
Say you're running a government department, it's going to be the one who's willing to make the drastic cuts that's going to get the job, because they want somebody, they don't want somebody that's going to go, no, we can't do this, people are going to suffer, because that person can't be controlled. It's like, that's why they hate Jeremy Corbyn so much, because he can't be bought. He goes to work on a bicycle, he can't be bought, and so that's why they hate him, because they think if he gets to the top, he's going to make all the decisions and spend loads of money. Is that too controversial, that one?
Give us a little give us a final thought before you leave us.
I just want to say that obviously it's obvious that the government don't really care about us, So we've already established that that's the problem. We've spoke about the problem on many occasions. Many different people have spoke about it. What we need is a solution, and the solution is to be self-sufficient, to come together, to unify in love, you understand, in harmony with humanity. No, we don't. As long as we can govern ourselves, you get me? That's what we need to learn. We need to learn to be self-sufficient and govern ourselves as a people.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, man, that's what I believe. Anyway, talking about politics again and again, it's a never-ending cycle that many people have done, but it's just time for action, innit? You get me? That's it.
Wow, God, those are some powerful final words. Let me grab your name. Let me grab your name. What's your name?
Janitor.
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 Janitor. No, janitor. Oh wow, I like that jumper. What does that say? What is it? Peace? Is it love? Oh, cool, man. What's your name? I can't hear you. You gotta take it. Yeah. Usman. What's your name?
Danny.
Take a seat. Sit down. Take a seat. Well, what does that say? Is that your name, Adidas, as well?
No. My name is Noor.
Yeah.
Noor. Kaynat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Usman.
Bob.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
Emily.
Interesting. Wow. God, you've read and we got.
Usman.
Hey, there's another Usman. I'm Elam. We got Rick on camera. This is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about absolutely anything. And my oh my, we've had such a great conversation today.
She has a makeup channel. Follow her. Makeup by.
Oh really? What's your name on? What's the name on YouTube? Oh, it's on Instagram.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, so how come you're not on YouTube?
I'm gonna start soon, hopefully.
Right, but slow progress.
Yeah,
you gotta take your time. Well, that's really cool, actually. Earlier, somebody was saying that, like, you know, people are so obsessed with likes on Instagram, but then somebody was saying that, like, having an Instagram profile and putting selfies up, it's giving people a lot of confidence to express themselves, and it makes people realize, oh, I am actually good at something. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's good. Like, it gives people a chance. Like, say if they have insecurities, they get to like share. Share like with the internet how they feel and stuff, and help them open up.
Yeah, so it helps people to sort of like open up. I mean, you seem to be quite obsessed with her Instagram page, because you know you were so keen to tell me about it. I mean, do you ever like try some of her tips and stuff like that? Like put your concealer on this way, or
what's concealer? Which one? That one, isn't it?
Yeah, see.
And then which one's the eyeshadow? The one that Mr. wears here, isn't it? That's why it's good eyeshadow. Now she needs followers. That's why.
Oh right, okay. Oh, you don't need followers. You don't need. Oh right. So talk to me about that. You used to be very shy, and then what happened?
Like when I first started secondary, I used to be really shy, and then as I got older, I just thought I'll just try to show people like what I'm into and stuff. Maybe they'll like what I do and then help me go on like
So you got like a support network.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. Have you ever been shy before? And then are you shy right now, or?
I've never been shy.
Yeah.
Because in my school we have like a play, and I was the narrator.
Yeah.
And I had to say in front of all the parents.
Right. So did that give you a lot of confidence? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's really interesting, because earlier we were talking about the fact that, you know, a lot of young people at school, they lack in confidence. And how do you build confidence? You know, someone said it's doing things outside of your comfort zone, you know, but have you ever been shy before, and how did you get confident, or do you need some help? Are you shy right now, you know?
I've never been shy.
Yeah.
I have confidence.
You have confidence.
I can do what I do what I do.
Yeah, where does it come from?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. But does anyone know where confidence comes from? How do you build confidence? You know, where do you get it from?
Stepping outside your comfort zone, you get me?
Yeah. And what have you done to step outside your comfort zone in the past?
I was working with like some smart people in it.
Yeah.
Like, and then you have to do shows in it. Then you just learn like.
Yeah.
Get me? Yeah.
So learning new things, that gave you confidence. Wow. And what if you don't have an opportunity or a space to sort of like learn new things? Like, what happens then?
Well, I think everyone's got the opportunity, especially nowadays with you, like this YouTube channel is an example that anyone can actually these days do what they're interested in. It's more about finding out something that they're passionate enough about to actually go the distance and do it. Do you know what I mean? And we don't always find that instantly, I don't think.
I hear that. So it's a case of finding your passion. And how did you find out that your passion was like makeup and beauty?
I think I've always had it like since I was younger, like, and then like at first my mum didn't really like it, like she thought, oh, like you're too young, like wait till you're older. So I thought, okay, let me wait until I hit secondary, and then maybe like I'll begin something, and then hopefully people around me will support me in that. And then I'll just carry on like.
Come and join us. At the moment we're talking about confidence. You know, how do you build confidence? Some people have found it through the internet. You know, I mean, what about yourself? Like, did you ever were you ever shy in the past, and, you know, insecure, you know, or who knows, maybe you need some advice right now on how to become more confident?
Well, I used to be shy as well at the start of secondary, but I guess when you get involved in school stuff, like becoming a prefect, you build more confidence because you work together as a team, and
so it's a case of you know, putting yourself outside of your comfort zone, you know. I mean, that's interesting. You know, you have a makeup channel. What about guys? Does guys have you ever come across a guy that has like a beauty channel? Not necessarily makeup, but like grooming. It could just be like grooming.
There is a guy with a makeup channel, and he's got like about 5 million followers. Oh, really? He's American. I've seen it.
Right,
I can't remember his name though.
Right.
And he teaches you how to do all kinds of different looks.
Really.
Yeah, I mean, he's does it all the time. He's like an addict, but I think he actually his full-time living now. He's like sponsored by MAC or one of the other makeup companies.
Wow. Was you getting some tips from him, but it didn't quite work out, or?
I'm not really into makeup. Do you know what I mean? I don't like any kind of cosmetics.
Right.
I've got soap and I've got shampoo, and that's it. And it's a Pears soap. I think personally a lot of it is just a bit of it's a bit of a waste of time, really.
So it's a waste of money as well.
All you need, like you said, soap, shampoo, Nivea soft. Bang, you're sorted, mate. That's what
Is that what you use, Nivea soft?
Yeah, Nivea soft. Come on, like all of that black thing you guys put on your face.
What black thing? What black things do you put on your face? I'm curious.
Well, I don't really use that much makeup, but
face mask.
I use like face mask.
So what black thing is it?
It's like charcoal mask.
Charcoal mask. So wow, what's charcoal good for? Why do you put charcoal on your face?
It absorbs oils.
It absorbs oils. So do you use this charcoal mask as well? And do you think it's beneficial?
It's helped, yeah.
It's helped you a lot. Wow. Maybe someone could explain what the charcoal mask is to Mikey.
So you put the charcoal mask on, and then it will absorb and detoxify your face and the bacteria and stuff on your face, and then after you peel it off. And
do you use a charcoal mask? Listen in, Usman's explaining what charcoal mask does to you. You might need it.
Do I need to explain it again?
Yeah, explain it for this guy.
You put it onto your face, and then it will detoxify and it will gather all the bacteria on your face, and then eventually after a certain amount of time you'll peel it off, and then you can see how either dirty or how much stuff was on your face.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to go and purchase a charcoal mask now? Do you think you need one?
Can I ask, can you make one now? Because I've got a lot of charcoal in my back garden for the barbecue. Can I just make it? Can I make it from that?
Yeah, can you do a little DIY kind of
It's a different type of charcoal.
Okay, so where does the charcoal come from for your body?
It's more natural and organic.
Right, okay, then so you can't just burn some charcoal on the fire and you know, so, but why do we need to detoxify our face? Okay, bye-bye, but let us know if you get that mask, yeah.
You won't recognise him.
Oh yeah, that's so true, he's going to look transformed. But like, why do we even need to detoxify our faces, like, you know? Isn't it just the Nivea that's good enough?
Sometimes your pores are blocked, so you have to unblock them using different types of products. So you use a charcoal mask, for example.
I mean, you seem to know quite a lot about this mask. Do you use it yourself? Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, and has it been beneficial?
It has. Yeah.
I have to say your skin does look gorgeous.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
I'm not surprised. But yeah, maybe I might need to get some as well. Where will I actually get it from? This Superdry. Okay, boom. Yeah, I think I might actually have one. But yeah, you know, I actually have that mask. Yeah, and yeah, it is quite good. But okay, so wow. I mean, why do we? It seems like there is a lot of there's a lot of information now about beauty and looking after the skin. You know, underneath the makeup and everything. Like, why do you think people are so interested in skincare now?
Isn't it? A lot of people are like, they want to look beautiful now.
So they want to look more beautiful, yeah? I mean, where do you think that comes from? Are we not beautiful enough already?
You care about our looks more now.
Social media makes people feel insecure.
Yeah.
Like, you see those people on, let's say you follow them or they're on your explore page, you see those Instagram models, and then they have so many different followers, and then people look at them and they use it as, they see the makeup and then they feel like they could change themselves. So then they try to put makeup on and try to be someone new.
Yeah. Oh wow, so people are probably looking at you and thinking, oh my god, I want to look like her. I mean, but you know, obviously, you know, you're a real person, you know, you're a real human being behind this. So I mean, that's so strange that people are feeling insecure through like scrolling through Instagram, and you know, I mean, is that what made some people, is that what made you decide to start to use a face mask, or did you just sort of care about your skin?
I just cared about my skin, and it's just general.
Prom was coming, you had to.
Summer was, okay. Summer. You had to get yourself together for summer. Why just summer though?
Like beach time, like come on, beach.
When you guys going to the beach then, and what kind of things do you have to do to make yourself ready for summer?
Hit the gym.
Hit the gym. Hit the gym. Yeah, is that what you've been doing?
Slowly.
Summer's here now though, so if you haven't got it together already, then I don't know. What about you? Are you summer ready? Are you ready for the beach?
Sorry, I was just listening. But you know, I just like to hear the young people's opinion on this. Yeah, but as an elder, not really. You're past those stages where you haven't got to please no one but yourself.
Are you an elder though?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
My daughter's 20 years old. I'm like, I class myself as one. So,
as an elder.
Yeah.
Interesting. How old do you have to be an elder?
Oh. I would say once you've got kids
Let's get final thought.
once you've got kids and you've got that responsibility
Yeah.
to know that, you know what, you're
Yeah.
not just looking out for you, you're looking out for someone else.
Yeah.
I think that's where it comes to be an elder.
That's
You could be an elder without kids, to be
Yeah,
honest, but
yeah.
I think that's the major step for me
Yeah,
personally.
to sort of become.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, so where are you guys heading? I mean, you know, are you heading to the beach right now? I mean, yeah. Is that? There's a beach here actually. Yeah, you can get your feet wet and stuff.
Sand and everything.
Well, you might not want to whip off your top. There's going to be children around, but
It's summer, man. Have fun. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
it's summer. Have fun. Wow, that's so interesting. But give us a shout of your Instagram name again, so people can like follow you.
Oh, my Instagram it's __ makeup by Noor.
And how did you come up with that name? I suppose your name is Noor.
Yeah, and obviously my page is to do with makeup.
Yeah.
So I thought, and then
Yeah.
that's it.
So, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What made you decide to get into this whole makeup thing? Because I came a bit late. What made you decide to get into this whole regime of beauty? Because I know it's become a major thing right now, but what made you decide to step into that field?
Well, I always had an interest like since I was young, but like I never really got the chance to like explore because like I was told by my mum to wait until I get older because I was too young. And then as I got older, I hit secondary school, and then I like told my friends that I was interested in this stuff, and then.
What was it? Was there a point that something influenced you to? Because I know your parents was against it at first, as you said, but did you see something that make you think this is what I'm gonna do?
Not really. No, not really. No, it's just it's like a passion. It came from me.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I just enjoy it. Yeah.
But then the thing is, it's like nowadays I see there's a lot of people who's using the social media as a platform to do makeup, nails, beauty, anything. Yeah. That didn't influence you in any way or form?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to the
Yeah, not at first, but I think as like as I got older, like I got a phone, and then I guess I got kind of influenced. Yeah, I did see people doing it. Kind of it pushed me even more to do it. Yeah.
And it's a passion.
I saw others like getting successful, so I thought.
And the thing is as well, I suppose there are makeup artists, you know, it's a real career, and it's a real great way to make money. And if you are successful, you can make a lot of money from doing makeup on Instagram, you know?
How about you?
You can make a lot of money. And also I think it probably inspires other people to feel confident within themselves. I mean, I think looking good and wearing makeup, it is something, it's beautiful, and I think that we should celebrate this. It's not about my opinion anyway.
But I mean, you know, it's not just makeup. I think the YouTube phenomenon, it just can go.
Oh, is that those guys?
Yeah, it's not me.
Okay.
The YouTube phenomenon can
great.
spread to all different areas, from music to makeup to
to make money.
Yeah, if I want to fix my bicycle, I can just look on YouTube, and there's somebody that's passionate about bicycles that's posted a video on YouTube. I think it's amazing.
If you want to do a new hairstyle, you know, how to tie a hijab, you know, there's so many different things.
Really? Okay.
With
you know,
the one thing I've seen with the power of the internet and power to the younger generation, you could become your own boss just by using the internet. Set up your own business, and anyone at any age can, if they're smart about what they're doing, if you get enough followers, I'm sure that's how it works, if you get enough followers, you could do tons of business through that. So it's a platform to move forward, and that's just embracing technology. Before, you'd have to go out there, set up a shop, learn the trade, set up a shop. Now if you're good enough, you could be at home self-taught, and you put your thing on YouTube, get enough followers.
You can be there. Wow! Oh my gosh! I think we've got someone special around the table. Wow! Imagine this is one of the most popular boroughs of London. Introduce yourself. We have the young mayor of Newham. Woo! All right. Now tell us what is your name?
Khadija Sefi.
Khadija. So we got Khadija Sefi around the table. Wow. Okay. Right. So. Come on, guys, take a seat. I want to hear all about this. This is important. This is your own, you know, I mean, what is your mission statement? Like, who are you? Why are you mayor? What do you want to achieve?
I'm Khadija Sefi. I am young mayor because I ran for young mayor, and I want to achieve community engagement by the end of August.
Yeah. Well, we've spoken a lot about community around the table and how everyone should be more accepting of each other and, you know, different people's views and where people are coming from. How do you plan to kind of increase community engagement?
Well, everyone come to my summer festival in August 19th, Olympic Park, obviously.
So it's all about partying then. Okay, so I mean, yeah.
One thing that's come out again and again, and I think it's a good idea, is that we need to have more events like this when different people, and the only thing I would maybe criticise is just the question about, should it just be young people, because young people need to talk to old people. Are you going to bring in old people like me and Gary into this so that we can talk to the young people as well?
Yeah.
Well, sadly, young people sometimes do want to talk to old people. However, sometimes it's like old people who don't want to talk to young people. If you get me, because like, say for example, a young person will go, like, say for example, if you see a young person with a hood up on the streets or something, yeah, you're automatically gonna think, oh, that young person is a hooligan, he's a troublemaker. Yeah. Most people don't go up to them, whereas us young people are actually quite approachable. Yeah. So it kind of like, we kind of want to improve the stereotypes. Yeah. So this event is for everyone, all ages. Yeah. But it's mainly directed towards young people because it's mainly for like abolishing stuff like stereotypes, scapegoating, because it's a really big problem nowadays that you have like you have a lot of people judging others based on what you've heard and not knowing a lot of stuff, like based like not having experienced people. So as young mayor, I thought that I could bring together the youth of Newham and abolish stereotypes.
Oh, that's it. And how is that going so far? And how long have you been youth mayor?
I have been young mayor for about eight months. I've got 4 more months left.
To go. So how's that going? You know, do you think the community's more engaged? Do you think young people are more?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like obviously I'm not really judging or anything, but like I'm not gonna lie when I say our youth council's quite lit. Yeah. And like everyone's coming through. Like I put on my Snapchat like people come to Central Park and these lovely Kingsford people are here.
Wow.
I love Brampton people. There's people from Newbury Park out here. Woo! So like a lot of young people. We've been engaging with a lot of people.
In a way, you've used social media to actually get people off their phones and into the public space. Because earlier people were saying that like people spend too much time on their phones and they're not sort of coming out and like interacting. But you know, you clearly have engaged people to come off their phones and sit down and, you know, have conversations. I mean, so what's next for you? After you know, 4 months you've got left, what's next?
Well, I'm going to be starting A-levels, so sadly I won't be like...
No more.
Yeah.
So who are all of these people with these, who are the youth council team? What do they do?
Would you like
Do you have somebody, let's spread it around. Do you have, what's your role as, you know, a member of the youth council?
Yeah, so as a member of Khadijah's team and member of the youth council, we broadcast the views of young people. Yeah. And we're out here today and yesterday broadcasting the views of young people and promoting our event, which is happening on Saturday 19th of August. A beautiful place in Westfield. A fun time with the family, a really good time.
And what other things have you done over the past 8 months to sort of like get people to come together?
Yeah, so we've done build up of events. We've created adverts for our online pages on Instagram, Twitter. We've been trying to get young people active, trying to get them into our program because it's about young people. It's for the young people, so it's only right that we get the young people involved as well.
Do you think that the government and the local council, you know, the mayor, do you think he actually listens to your views? Do you think he's listened to views of young people?
In all honesty, we thought they wouldn't, but they actually do. Because I think we had a meeting with Stephen Timms one time, remember?
Nice. Oh yeah, no worries. Okay.
Alright, I'll catch you guys in a bit then, yeah?
Let us know how it all goes. Yeah, so you have a summer camp?
Yes.
And what does the summer camp do?
Asking a lot of questions. The summer camp is, well, because children are obviously finishing from school, we don't want them to stay stagnant in the house. We want to keep them active. Active, Newham. We want to keep them active. We want to make sure that they're
they have things to do and they're occupied.
Yep, so
you know, earlier we were talking about shyness and like how people can gain confidence. And I know you said you're a little bit shy, but you know, you actually don't have to say anything. What's your name? I can't hear you.
Are you not gonna? You have to just sign one.
Oh, it's all about. She's too young. Let me do a round of names. What's your name?
My name is Kavi.
She looks older than 5. She's 5.
Yeah, so we're just gonna do a round of names. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. What's your name?
I'm Marvin.
Mikey.
Claire.
Pasqualino.
That's a nice name. My name's Elam, and yeah, this is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about anything. You've got questions to get things started?
No, it's a personal question for you.
Okay.
Yeah? Are you not going to help me with my job?
Yeah. Okay, how old do I look?
You look like you can be 13.
You're funny. I could have a 13-year-old child right now, so I don't think...
Are you going to help us with our job? That's more of a question, I would say. Help us get this conversation going.
I've been helping you with your job for the last...
But you know, maybe we could find out what your job is. What is your job?
My job, I work with children running sessions in the park. I specifically run the nostalgia games and drama workshops in the park.
I mean, it's interesting because earlier there was a lot of talk about the fact there's not enough things for young people to do. What do you think? Is there enough things for young people to do?
No.
Are you aged 5 to 14?
Unfortunately not.
I mean, what do you mean? Like, how do you know? How old are you?
I'm 22, just turned 22.
So how do you know that there's not enough things for young people to do then? I mean, you're 22.
I mean, things like this only happen like, what, once every 6 months?
Things like this festival.
Apparently there is something in August organised by the young mayor in the Olympic Park, which is going to be another festival, not just for young people, but to get young people involved and, you know, to do a similar thing to what's happening today.
Yeah, do you know the youth mayor of Newham? The youth mayor of Newham, do you know her? Well, she's got an event coming up in August, so maybe check it out.
Sarah.
Ah, you do know her then. Zara. Oh wow.
No, Zara's
So yeah, I mean, come and join us. Is there enough things for young people to do in Newham? Is there enough things? So like, why did you say? Did you set this up?
Sorry.
Did you set up this summer camp?
I haven't set up this specific summer camp here. No. I've been hired to promote and get people to come down.
And is everyone around the table from Newham? Are you from Newham as well? You know, you've grown up here. I mean, what kind of things would you like to see happen in Newham, like culturally? Is it just more youth activities, or?
Well, the youth centres have been taken away, one by one. They've been taken away. There was one on near Barking Road, the Harley Centre. That's been taken down as well. I mean, we need more. We need those youth centres back for our kids to, you know, use. There's not enough things like the indoor activities are being taken away. I'm part of the Legacy Youth Panel as well, which is part of the Olympic Park. So I've been a part of that for about 5 years now, and we pretty much meet up. It's basically a lot of young people, and they have a say for what happens in the Olympic Park, and their views get heard by people. And what they're doing with the Olympic Park right now is it's not going anywhere towards young people. It's more about, you know, making money. Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting because again, the youth mayor, she's having an event there. I mean, what kind of things have you guys done so far to make it, you know, more inclusive of young people? You know, what have you guys done over the last 5 years to make it inclusive?
Personally, when I go to these meetings, I normally always try and prioritize young people. Being a young person myself, a lot of things with the council, they've been trying to do a lot of things. Like, for example, one of the things that we talked about was like around Stratford area, they're trying to take down the local houses, trying to move people out more and more so they can commercialize the whole place. But yeah, me and some other people did stand up against that, because all of these flats around, there's a lot of families that live in these flats, and their local park would be the Olympic Stadium. But if they change that into like a commercialized area, what's their local park gonna be? Yeah, where for them?
It's interesting because earlier, I noticed that your friend, he's disappeared now. He's completely out of the area. He said he's quite shy. So I suppose in a way these youth activities are really great. Do you see someone that you know over there, or are you looking at yourself? Check it out. I suppose these youth activities are good to sort of help build confidence and stuff like that. What kind of ways do you think would be good to sort of how can these activities help to build confidence to young people? What kind of things are you doing?
We're trying to gather people around to have
I know, it's just that my mum's gone to the toilet and she's quite old, that's why I'm talking.
Just get a chair from in there.
It's alright.
Anyways, the main thing is with more youth events and youth community events, you get to learn who's actually part of your community. You get to see the same old faces. It kind of helps when it comes to young people, because there's a lot of intimidation with young people, meeting other young people, not sure where they're from, and it all roots back to gang violence and all of that kind of stuff. If you want to focus on young people, that's the number one thing that we have an issue with. Learning the people around you, learning the same. You'll actually get to bond with people from the same community. You won't have that kind of tension. There's a lot of tension with young people who don't know each other.
Do you think there's a lot of tension with young people who don't know each other? Okay, not interested. So for your 5 to 14-year-olds, is there any activities that you do to kind of deal with the gang violence and get young people knowing each other?
That's cool. Say it to my face.
I don't run this scheme. I simply promote it, unfortunately. So sorry about that. I can't answer.
What made you interested in getting involved with youth activities? Why are you interested in that?
I don't like the way the youth is turning out, so I'm trying to change it.
Yeah. How's that looking? How are the youth sort of turning out?
Let's look at what we see on the news. Even though the news isn't a full representation of everything that's going on, you don't see as much positivity as there should be in terms of young people. Actually, I don't think I've seen a positive young person story in the last year or so. So, I just think that needs to be changed. Just the long and short of it.
What about setting up your own kind of news channel? It sounds like you did something quite positive as a youth. You campaigned to stop is it some developments taking place around the area of the Olympic Park?
I have my my opinions and stuff. When I do go to these meetings, I'm very strong with my opinion, so I do have, whatever I have to say, I will say it to them, doesn't matter who it is. But I don't do it on a regular basis. I used to back in the days, but I started focusing on my own career path as well, because at the end of the day, I used to be a lot part of all of that kind of stuff. I got myself out. I'm trying to focus on getting myself out first before I can focus on getting others out as well. So I'm basically a freelance photographer, so specifically in fashion and music. I got into it last year, and it's going really well. I've done quite a lot of big stuff.
What kind of things do you sort of take pictures of?
So I just did a graduate fashion week, which was 2-3 weeks ago. That was really huge. Quite a lot of people come through that. 50,000 people come through that. Music, basically artists around London. I've covered a few stuff for Relentless as well. Energy, the music based company. Mostly fashion and music really. So trying to just once I have a thing, once I get to a certain point, I want to get more young people. I want to start getting more young people into I used to think photography was for losers. I thought taking pictures. How can you? What are you gonna do with that in life?
Oh my god!
But I'm a living proof.
So what changed? I need to know this? What changed? What made you at 21 decide that, oh, actually, I'm going to pick up the camera and start taking pictures?
Well, it was actually funny because when I first started. No. Yeah. I know him. He's a really good model. If you want to hire him, you know. When I first started, it was just with a phone, just like a normal phone, and I found it really embarrassing. Going out by myself, taking photos. Like, it looked like a little creep. Like, what's going on? But I actually really got into it. The photos I was taking were actually really good, and people started seeing my work. And it's funny because when you first start, no one really believes in your work. Give it 1 week, people were just begging me to take photos of them. I'm not even joking. Like, at the moment, I'm like.
Let me see your profile.
So, I've basically just started.
I'm liking that. Whereabouts is that?
It's near Cineworld, Beckton.
Nice.
So I started really getting into portrait photography, and just started blowing up really on Instagram. I started like using Instagram as my social media. I met a lot of cool artists.
How did you take that? Is that water or?
Yeah, that's sprinklers. I decided to invest in my own.
Equipment and stuff.
I think he's got something to say.
I just wanted to look at the photos.
Yeah, no, really lovely. I mean, what do you think about, like promoting your? I mean, this. What's your name? Kavi, yeah. Last year, I mean, he thought that photography was such a sad.
I just want to fake food, but I can't.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on this about like, forming your career path?
Well, hold on. I don't know exactly about the subject, but I think that actually the young people should looking for your own soul or own activity, like a music, pop, rap. In the past, the young people don't have the power. They have actually you throw is more strong in the past. I think the young people should looking for your soul or your movement, your passion. Yeah, passion is the word. Yeah, so passion.
I mean, it seems like it was just such a random thing that if you didn't have an iPhone, if you didn't have an Android phone, then you wouldn't be a photographer right now, right? Isn't that crazy? But also as well, we were talking so much about like building confidence throughout the whole day today, and it just seems like, through photography, you gained a lot of confidence because you were quite like. You said that you felt like a loser when you was taking pictures initially, but then now, like, you're very confident with it, So that's so interesting how you build confidence through, your photography. Oh, so now you want to speak, yeah? Okay. Don't worry. Okay, just tell me what you want to say.
My voice sounds funny when it's.
Okay. Tell Mikey what you want. Oh no, that's alright. Just. Oh, later. Okay, yeah. No.
I'm sorry.
No, there's a fucking hole in my pocket.
And how did you build? Yeah. And how did you build confidence then? Like, how did you get confident?
That's how
I like to see people I spoke to one yesterday. I didn't know her.
Yeah, so you made new friends.
So it's helping me to communicate. I have Asperger's syndrome.
Yeah. Oh wow. No.
Be able to be confident.
Yeah.
Children, they don't. That they're.
What was that?
You know, I don't want them to be bullied one day.
So you have children, and you don't want them to sort of experience the same bullying that you experienced at school. I mean, so basically you said that how you gain confidence was literally just talking to everyone, you know? And that kind of makes me think.
About career path,
yeah.
You know, maybe an
animator.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It sounds like you still have a lot of time to sort of like work out what you want to be. Oh, really? Wow. 37. 27.
What's the time?
Oh, you still got plenty of time to work out.
5:40.
You
had the shoe bucket.
Yeah, 27. I think that's very young. But you.
That's young.
That is young. Yeah, it is.
That's still considered young.
Yeah, 27.
I'm 43 and I'm still young.
Yeah, there you go, right? There you go.
What did you say?
He said he's 42 and he's still young. So there you go.
I'm 22 and I'm still old.
I'm telling you, fair enough then. It's all in your mind, man. Don't let those mental barriers stop you from doing what you want to do. But you know, earlier somebody said that what you should do is put yourself into situations that make you feel uncomfortable, because then that's how you gain confidence, right? And it sounds like you've done that, and you've done that as well, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it is true. Like, if you put yourself in a place that you feel uncomfortable, that's actually, I think I heard it in a TED talk, that's the only way you actually grow as a person, because you're always used to the same things. It's just like, for example, like, I'll use a thing where I, for example, go to the gym. If I use the same weights over and over and over again, I'll never get any stronger. So if you use something different, which will hurt, well, I mean, it's something bigger, but you'll get more stronger out of it. You will always get stronger by putting yourself out of the box.
You become stronger as well.
Also, I think different kinds of exercise as well. Like this year, there's a man here wants to come and sit down. Come. There's a here's your phone. I started doing yoga, which is a very different exercise, and it is uncomfortable and awkward doing yoga, but it's a different kind of strength, so it helps. So you've always got, come and sit down, come on. Yeah.
Well, so that was something outside of your comfort zone, but now you're more flexible. What's your name?
Hello guys, my name is Lamin Mansouri. Well, I went for young male, I think it was, a long time ago. So, I didn't win, but I really persevered on.
I think the youth meeting now is
it's more like improving the growth. Like, I've got to do something else and I can't be doing the same thing, you know. Yeah, so.
I mean, I think the youth main now is Khadija. You know, I don't know if you know her, but yeah. I mean, at the moment we're talking about like how to build confidence. Everyone's equal.
Everyone's equal in a way that can't stop them. You see.
Wow, but is everyone really equal though? Are we all really equal? You know. You know, I mean. Well, you answer. In what way?
I would say yes.
In disability way, you'd say yes. Everyone's equal.
We all have some form of mental health.
We all have some form of mental health. Well, what is mental health really? So it's depression, Alzheimer's, mental health.
Then you go and see the doctors. They do okay or not. And you've got to like pull up and show them you're better.
I mean, in a way, it's the same thing as the fitness training in the gym, but for your body as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got to try different weights and put yourself through different things, and that's a form of training as well. In the same way as just training different muscles and doing different kinds of exercise.
Well, that is interesting, actually. Like, that's a great way to look at it, really. I mean, using different exercises is kind of representative of life. You got to put yourself through different things in order to grow and to gain strength. Now that's interesting. So I mean, where do we want to go next? What's that around here? What does it say? The growth life. What is that? It says change growth life. Where did you get that? Oh, okay then. One of the hearts. So what are you doing here today? Did you just want to come along, check it out, see what was going on?
I always come down to these events as it's a local event. I only live 5 minutes away. Some of my friends are also helping out at some of the stands, so I'm just like pretty much just giving them some support, helping them out. Also, it's a good, as I said, it's a good opportunity to see the people around you that you don't see all the time. I went to school with a lot of friends, and I've seen loads of them, and I haven't seen them in years. It gives that opportunity to, you know, just meet up and just say hi and stuff like that, just see where everyone is.
So it's a great way to see faces from like the local community, you know, people who you've grown up with. Now that's really interesting. It seems like you're very involved with the community. Actually, seems like you're very involved. In heart. Yeah. Yeah, Newham. Have you always grown up? You've been born in this area and everything. Wow, that's interesting. Yeah. But you've definitely seems to have made an impact. It seems that everyone is kind of walking in that direction. Everyone's it's about to end, and the sun's just come out. I mean, earlier it wasn't so great, but now the sun is out. You know.
I like this evening sun. It's a lovely day. It's really, really nice. Someone should take a photo. Talking about photography, someone should take a photo of this because I think it's a really, really great image of UK in the 2017. This should really sum it up. Do you know what I mean?
We really have been blessed, you know, these few months. Oh really? Okay, I see. Okay, yeah. So it's only got to be the DSLR.
I first started exploring everything, but then when you do explore everything, you obviously find things that you're really into. So I really do strictly stick to fashion and I mean when I'm out by myself, I do stuff like landscape and stuff, but normally it's fashion and portraits really. I found my niche, but yeah, at the start. A lot of people do when they start anything new, they want to really focus on one thing. I'd say no, don't focus on anything, just try everything, and then after a while, you know, you will find your niche, because it is important to find your niche at the end of the day. What makes you good? Like, can't be good at literally, I know there's other people say I'm good at everything. You can't. You need to find something that you're really good at.
So how many followers do you have now?
I don't really look at followers, but I think it's about 3,500, but I don't really look at followers too much.
How many followers does he have on Instagram?
Well,
do you have any followers on Instagram?
Yeah, I'm a kind of an entertainer, YouTuber. So like take a break.
And what about yourself? Do you have any followers on Instagram? Do you have an online presence?
I do my best.
Yeah. And how do you find your clientele? How do you find the people who you want to photograph?
I pretty much look around on the social websites like Twitter and Instagram, and also there's another thing called meetup.com. If you want to really, you know, find people that have similar interests, it's the best place, literally. They have so many things going on. And also Eventbrite as well for events. Crazy, you have so many free events going on everywhere around the world. So yeah, those are the two places. And then once you find your clientele, you need to find the ones that are serious about, you know, offering you money or whatnot. Or being a freelancer, you need to really, you know, believe in your work. You can't lower your price for nothing. Like your work is the shit.
That's really interesting that you say that. Actually, I suppose in a way it's part of valuing yourself, right? You know, it's part of valuing yourself. So I mean, you mentioned like meetup.com. I mean, it seems to me that like, you know, there was a lot of talk earlier. Do you guys have Instagram? Do you have Instagram? How many followers do you have? Oh, come and talk to us about it.
Does it really matter how many followers you got on Instagram? Do you know what I mean? It's you're saying yes. Why is people so concerned, so focused on how many followers they got?
I mean,
it doesn't really matter, honestly. It's about your work and the portfolio that you have on Instagram, really. I use it as a website because I don't really have a website right now. It honestly does not matter. There's people out there with like 200 followers that have amazing work, and there's people out there with like 40,000 followers that have like just terrible work. And most of the time you can buy followers, so it's really about just don't focus on the numbers, because at the end of the day you're going to be too focused on numbers and not doing your work, like trying to showcase your work. So numbers don't mean nothing at all, honestly.
Numbers don't mean a thing. I mean, did you buy any followers?
No.
Just chucking it out there, just putting it out there. So yeah, well, I was gonna ask you again, but yeah, like earlier they were talking about the fact that like people spend so much time online and they don't meet people in real life. But you're saying that like you meet people through these online social media websites, social media sites, you know, such as Meetup.com, Eventbrite. I mean, that seems like a great way to sort of like connect with people. So it seems like a great way to use like social media and the internet.
Like to integrate with others out there, because I've got to help my mom, got a disability. It doesn't matter what religion, whatever you are. And we've got to stop this gun crime, this ISIS, all this, because we got the Brexit now, on the Brexit.
Do you guys have Instagram? Does followers matter? Or it doesn't matter about the content that you have, not the followers? Do you have Instagram? Maybe you're a little bit too young. Maybe you're a bit too young as well, I think, yeah. Oh, come and talk to us about it. Come and talk to us about it. What do you guys think about social media? Yeah?
I think there should be like a sort of kiddie Instagram or a kiddie Facebook or something like that. Where, yeah, like a kiddie version of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a bit safer. You can do a bit less on it. It's a bit more monitored somehow. Like a train. Yeah, it's just kids get bullied on it and stuff like that, and and then everyone's all worried about followers and all. So there should be like a more of a child's version of it, so they can.
What do you think? Is Facebook unsafe? Should children have it? I mean, I think Facebook is, quite safe, I guess. I mean, but hey, I'm not a child, so I don't really. These aren't issues that I really have to face. Wow, how old is your son? Would you allow him to have Facebook? Or your child's? Okay then. Any final thoughts?
All I've got to say is, people, please, find time. Find time. Please, find time.
Level 27.
Just find time to give your heart, not to keep fit in here.
It's all about love, basically, yeah? Cool.
Because we don't want these
ISIS, yeah. So it's all about spreading love and community, basically. It's all about love and community. All right. Hey guys, do you have Facebook, Instagram? Talk to us about it. All right, it looks like it's winding down. Yes, actually. Yeah, maybe, yeah, okay. I think it might be time for final thoughts.
I won't say something, I'll just say one thing on the microphone, just so get used to it.
Hi.
We're wrapping up now anyway, so just give us a final thought about anything that you've seen today.
Anything that I've seen today? Well, I've seen a lot today. I've seen quite a few galley them that are looking real hot. When I say real hot,
how old are they?
They range from 16 to 35. You understand? No. 16 is age range. How old are you?
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but you're older than 16, right?
But
exactly. But 16 is borderline. We're not in America, we're in England now. In America, yeah, it's 21 or 18 or whatever. but we're in England. But also, I've seen you know, I've seen what's his name? My brethren's father. I forgot the dude's name.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we're just wrapping up now, so sorry, I think that's your final point. So what's your final point? I know, but it's just final thoughts.
Where's this going to get processed? Where am I going to hear this?
You basically, okay, here's one of our cards. Take one of our cards, check out the website.
Here now?
You know, you're live on that TV right now. But maybe what you can do is just tell me what level 27 is.
Level 27 is basically the flat above mine.
Yeah.
Alright? So I deal with what you call it, telekinesis, telepathic, psychokinesis, psychic stuff. Alright? Level 27 is above me. Alright.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Many people with
So let me get a final thought from you before you leave us.
Hey, when you start having to do with it, then you would want to come back to me and hear what I say.
Nice one. Nice one, man. I totally appreciate everything you said. So thank you very much for sharing what level 27 is and a bit about you. Alright. So this is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up chat show. Basically, you can talk about anything you want to talk about. And we've really had a hot discussion today. It's been so good. We've had tons of people around the table. It's a shame you missed it. But yeah. Well, any final thoughts about anything you've heard today?
About the food.
Any final thoughts about anything you've heard today? Yeah, it was quite nice.
Wow. I like this. I like.
What about yourself?
Yeah, I enjoyed my time. I'm happy I saw someone that I haven't seen in a while. Yeah.
My name's Tyrone.
Oh, cool, man. Oh,
Nice name.
Oh, that's a nice name, actually.
Thank you very much.
My name is Sarah.
Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's been, you know, it's been a great day, and we've seen a lot of things. I agree with that. We've seen a lot of things that maybe we didn't expect, and it's, you know, the vibe here is spectacular, I think, and I think we can all go home thinking that we've found something, we've achieved something, and we've heard something. And to me, it's been a very hopeful day. When there's been so much bad stuff happening, this is what, you know, right now is about. It's about people enjoying themselves together, of all different shapes and sizes, colours, creeds, religions, everything.
And enjoying themselves.
Exactly.
Well, that sounds really good, guys. So
Creeds and colours.
yeah.
Come together, enjoying themselves, no matter what their race.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, you know what? Today has been a fantastic day. Thanks everyone for coming, and see us next. Do I have a final thought? You know, what's my final thought? My final thought is that, you know, it's been really great talking to a lot of people around the table. It was great to chat to that guy there, actually. I think that was one of my best conversations throughout the whole day.
Kind of wrapped it all up.
Yeah, exactly. No, he was as a previous guy. You didn't meet him, but no. Yeah. It was just great how he kind of gained confidence, like something that he thought was rubbish before, you know, is now his career. So I found that quite interesting, and how he uses the internet to sort of get, you know, stuff. But anyway, I think I'm all sort of spoken out now. So yeah, have a great day, guys.